Wouldn't you like to weather boy? You'll find out soon.
Wave
okay.
motion wolf?
No.
Should I get some vipers?
You should get Scourge, if anything.
I
Oh,
have
so
a
now we're
few
spamming
stat questions.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Let me pull up the stuff so I know exactly what it is.
Let me guess. Longbow?
Soon. I have some other things first.
Oh.
I do like longbow, but yes, I have some questions. That is ship question part 3. Ship thing part 2 is something I need to do on my own, so that's fine. But ship thing, like the original, is need me some stats for the battle stars.
What do you mean?
Power draw for a super heavy Dominion mobile shipyard.
Oh. Dominion and bird people. Let's go.
Good.
I don't know why they still share the same folder. They each have like 50 million ships. On this one, it says 30. I think this is the super heavy.
I shall record it as such. Yeah. Okay, and you know that noise? I figured you would. What move speed? Is it just engines? Because that seems like way lower than most other ships.
What?
So I have this Battlestar, right? And it's got some stuff on it. And I gave it the best engines we have and an armor that doesn't give it a speed debuff.
It should be like 1500 plus engines plus shipyard bonus plus leveling.
Okay. Let me just make sure that I have the armor I'm thinking of before I write this down. Yep, okay.
And I assume unless this was built in like a Kari space, you've got 0 for the shipyard. So you should have something
0
like
for the shipyard and 0 for the
3,000-ish.
leveling, so I have 3,000. Let me just update that. Okay. And base hull and shield resist.
Where built? What focus?
Energy focus, Drake in space.
Super heavy.
Yes.
What armor?
Ablative.
Should be 40-80.
40 hull, 80 shield.
Yep.
Checks out. Give me 1 second to apply that. Okay, so I need to go calculate their AC, but after that, we're good to go. So that is ship thing. I don't know why the white check mark refuses to be in my recents no matter how many times I use it.
I don't think you quite understand. I used it 1,000 times and it's still not there.
It's magical, I guess.
Just put the Mance Raiders and
okay.
Ultralight as your new one because that's recently added, so it shows up at like the top for me.
I'll just use So Say We All. Alright. Wait, 1 second. There we go. Alright, so.
See.
Yeah, I figured you would. Theron thing. That's kind of on hold.
I can't believe you wouldn't want to talk to Theron.
Pretty much, I think Battlestar should do that, and I don't think the time is right yet.
What is the
Mentally
Theron
prepare
thing part 2?
Eldrathane. We are Skip. Vardos is a me thing, and I also don't have the juice for it. Theron thing part 2. I would like to talk to him.
To Theron.
Yes.
The man, the myth, the legend himself. I see.
Indeed. I know, me talking to Theron, and it's not even going to be about killing him or something. I don't know.
Interesting. When is this trying to happen, and how are you trying to contact him?
I mean, it could be current time. We're like chilling near him, aren't we?
Yeah. Just depends how
Yeah.
angry you want Galleon to be.
Let's see. How can I contact him? I guess I could ask him to come over. Oh, my ships are A branch. He was not gonna like that.
Keep in mind he's primal energy. He cares not for your A branch.
That's true. That's true. I will send Galleon a transmission on the short range, not everyone listen type of subspace comms. It's like, hey, Theron, whenever you get a minute, could ya come over for a sec?
I believe we're preparing for quite an event. Is this important?
Yeah, I wanted to pick your brains about some other things that seem to be developing lately. You are more versed in matters outside this universe than any of us by a long shot.
It comes with the path of life I have traveled through, I suppose. Where exactly did you want to try and meet?
Wherever, really. I would prefer not a B branch ship, but
Very well. I am not opposed to coming aboard one of your craft if you so desire it, I guess.
very well. I have one particular room on Indigath that we use for such things.
Be over shortly.
Cool. I.e., I don't want Galleon to be angry that I'm bringing Jedi onto her ship.
It'll take him like a couple minutes and he'll eventually teleport.
Yeah, whenever he's not like carrying 1,000 burning plates all at the same time, you know. You know how he does that.
Sure, Jan.
Yeah, you know how he does that. Okay, I'll just kind of head in the magic room, be like, okay, so
The Syndrill's probably not super jazzed about him being here, but yeah.
yeah, it's fine.
It's fine.
She's more green than Henderson, so wants to kill him less. I don't know. He'll be gone soon.
Theron will kind of make himself comfortable and then look over at you.
Cool. I'll be like, so I'm sure you're aware of Tyr's ongoing attempt to kill Aiden.
Yes. A rather, eventful course that seems to have caught a number of my kin in its endeavor.
Yeah, it's a matter of some concern to me, as you can imagine, being a Draken and all.
Quite.
Additionally, if the Night King is planning to edit the Circle of Six, I feel like that would not be good for us in the long run. Something gives me that hint.
Depends on your definition of us. But in general, yes, it would not be a beneficial experience for your universe.
Yeah. So, something has come up where I'm trying to determine how likely Tyr is to succeed. But the thing is, I have next to no information about anything in Aiden's part of the universe. I heard at some point that he was gathering his forces to fight the Ikari. I know it's hard to get there from here. That's about all I know.
Webway drives are one of the few methods of traveling between the universes. There are other techniques, but they are either more difficult to achieve or far less subtle.
I see. What would you, someone who may have been there before, or someone who at least knows some of the people involved in the attack, how likely do you think Tyr is to kill Aiden outright.
Well, I am not entirely privy to the details of his innermost plans, but Tyr is no fool. If he has endeavored to commit a number of his forces to this, I suspect he believes he has a good chance of pulling it off. I have only been there as Pythia in that regard, physically, but it was a little while ago. Regardless of that, Aiden has built himself quite a fortress. I believe they call it Dragon's Keep. It is a sizable construct, but it pales in comparison to some of the other fortresses built in the universes. Its defenses are strong and his warriors are fierce, but they are few in number compared to what stands against them. And with a number of Rakathi bearing down on them as well, they will have quite a fight on their hands. I believe you are aware of the fact that the Night King has recovered his Katra blade as well.
Yes.
Well,
And
to
other
put it,
sentences that upset me.
well, a fully forged Katra blade would put Tyr back at near the peak of his power. If Aiden had his as well, there would be something to say about the delta there. But at the current moment, Aiden stands with only a small part of his Katra blade.
I see.
He once outmatched Tyr by quite a bit, but at the current standing, Tyr would have the upper hand in that engagement.
Do you know how much of his Katra blade Aiden is missing?
It is hard to say if any of his acolytes have been able to find shards throughout the millennia. I know for a fact he does not have all of it, though. I believe there are at least 2 or 3 shards he does not possess, counting the one you have with you.
You did notice that.
I
I
was there
suppose
when
I
it was
shouldn't be
retrieved, to
surprised.
remind you.
Yeah, wait a minute, I'm dumb. He told me how to use a spell for it. I don't say that then, that's dumb, I shouldn't say that. Yeah, I had a suspicion that there was another one that his acolytes, you called them, were trying to retrieve, but
A number of pieces. His
very little
Katra blade
information on
was
that
one
as
of the
well.
more elaborate of the ancients. It was in 2 parts to begin with, a short sword and a shield. It is
I
known that he
see.
has at least 2 fragments of his short sword when they were broken. Not sure what he has been able to get up to since then, though.
I see. So here's my dilemma regarding this whole situation.
Hmm.
It feels wrong to keep part of his Katra blade over here in this universe when he's going to need every bit of power he can summon to hold off Tyr. But I don't really have a way to get it over there, first of all. And even if I did, I wouldn't want to just increase the loot that Tyr gets from killing him, you know? Like, if he's going to die either way, then we should keep it over here so that Tyr doesn't get more stuff.
Well, in a sense, both parts of what you have said are wrong.
Oh.
You do not, at your current position, possess a way to travel between the universes. I have perhaps offered you a way to do so, though. And beyond that,
Did he offer to take it over there already? I didn't remember
no,
that.
I have not offered to ferry
No,
it
he offered a
myself.
ship.
However, I have offered a ship of great potency that may be able to accomplish what you are after.
I see.
The craft I offer you is of Telstari design, a scout ship, or at least designed so. It possesses a rather potent webway drive and Geller field to boot.
How interesting. And what do you think of Aiden's chances, I suppose, if he were to have an extra third of his shield?
Again, it's difficult to say. My experience with the Ancient
Understandable.
is limited, and from what I've been able to see, he is a competent warrior. But Tyr has been well hiding his abilities of late. Not even void echoes seem to be able to express the full potential of his power.
Troubling. Hmm. All right. Well, what do you mean? Oh, I see.
If you're asking for my opinion on what the best course of action is to increase his odds, trying to deliver the object to him, or getting someone to deliver it, would likely increase his chances of survival. And in terms of worrying about a loot pool, it is difficult to try to control a Katra blade that is bound to a strong ancient. Aiden, if he is to be struck down, would not be able to have his Katra blade controlled by anyone but his own energy for quite some time until he has been weakened sufficiently.
How
There are
convenient
a few
for
Not
ways.
even
Tyr
Defiance.
that Defiance is his pet.
There are few ways to truly kill an ancient, and I do not believe Tyr is going about doing that. There is a matter, however, of your friend that may be able to create a loophole in that somewhat. But if you're able to prevent her more violent outbursts, then perhaps you would be able to control that side of her and not become a puppet.
Yeah, we've been working on that. um, yeah, I suspected even if Tyr doesn't, air quotes, kill Aiden, and whatever that would mean for an ancient, I suspect there's more there than meets the eye. That he would have some way of locking him away somewhere permanently. If
Oh,
Tyr is intending to attack Aiden, I doubt he would do so without tricks up his sleeve.
indeed. The walls of his fortress, I suspect, will play only a partial role in this. One of my
Someone played
closer
Imagino line?
One of my closer friends appears to have been engaged in this. An Immaterium wisp that was well known for traversing difficult webway portions. I can think of a few other things he could be doing with Nasea's skill set other than trying to find a way into the fortress.
I hope you don't mind if I keep that little bit of advice around.
Do what you will with it. Nasea's abilities in combat far outmatch yours. I do not think that would endanger her.
Us fighting her is not what I meant, but very well.
I understand the forces she faces.
Well, okay, I suppose that's all I had then. Um, as you said, we're prepping for quite a event in the near future. I suppose I won't keep you any longer then.
As am I. His crown flashes for a moment, and he teleports away.
Thanks for talking. Appreciate your insight. That's what I'll go with. Okay, so that's Theron thing part 2. Is see if he knows anything about the Aiden attack and whether or not he would just die even if we did get him the shield thing. Theron thing part 1 was have Battlestar ask/negotiate for Theron to take the thing there since he's an experienced Geller field operator with a powerful webway drive. But like I said, I don't think the time is right for that, and we'd have to have something to negotiate it for, and that would be a party decision for sure.
I mean, Theron said you could try to negotiate for other things for trying to help him with the first seal. He just
Yeah.
dangled a shiny object in front of you as a starter.
Yeah, something
Yeah,
to
but without
entice
knowing
us.
what the first seal is yet, it's difficult. So we'll get to that when we get to that, I suspect. Okay, ship thing part 2, no. Ship question. Yes. Okay, Coin, your choice. You want more stats or more NPCs next?
I'll take NPCs.
Okay. Next on the list then is
I am also making
Defiance.
dinner and just walking around, but I can do NPCs while walking around.
I see.
Especially the ones you're talking to. I have their stat blocks basically memorized.
Checks out. Yeah, Defiance is next
Talking-
up. Give me a
Talking to
minute, though.
Theron's easy because he loves being Theron.
Yeah, I super have Theron's stat block memorized.
Because Theron's funny. Defiance is easy because she's just, well, Defiance. She's not.
I do like Theron. Out of character, I do really like him. In character, I'm still a bit sus, but the
You
sus
should
is
be.
getting less.
Only a little bit sus. Hmm.
Theron is a superpower on a scale you have not seen for a while.
Yeah, but he's a superpower that has had chances to kill us or seriously mess up our plans and hasn't taken them.
Well, he seems to consistently need your help with stuff, so.
Yeah, but I mean,
No. He's just doing that thing I was trying to do to Riddick, where you just ask people to do stuff they were going to do anyway, and they're like, you know what? I trust him. He's on my side.
What?
I feel like we weren't going to resurrect Otar and give Theron an Ascension Catalyst anyway, but nice try.
I'm part of a Contra Blade. Also, you might be getting some weird arcane readings from that Contra Blade on Theron's ship.
When Defiance is near it? Oh, I bet.
No, he's doing something with it.
Oh. Well...
Okay, I'm ready to go.
One sec.
Oh, did what I say change things?
Nah, I'm just eating.
Wow.
Okay.
That
Alright.
was what you missed during killing Adam.
Yeah. I
Yep.
challenged him to an Agni Kai.
Oh, good.
I wonder if Agni Kai means anything in universe.
I don't think that language is in the universe, but
Well, yeah, but I don't know if you reuse the name because it's a heckin' epic name.
That's true. That's true.
I can. I mean, the Rakathi did do duels. I just changed what that name was.
I don't know. Okay. Defiance. Let's see. Henderson or Lysindrel? I think Lysindrel.
Generally a good call, I think.
We can have this happen at the same time. Henderson will be like, "Hey, are you gonna be out of the house in the next few minutes?" And she'll be like, "Why?" I may or may not have Theron come over. Oh.
We go talk to Defiance then.
Wait, what were you talking to Theron about?
Basically the stuff in quest notes. Whether he thinks Aiden will survive, any estimations on Aiden's Katra Blade stuff, and whether getting an extra third would help. Basically, he said yes, an extra third would help. Tyr would not be able to do much with Aiden's Katra Blade, but I suspect Defiance might be able to. And the Telstari ship has a powerful enough webway drive to get to Aiden's universe and back. He didn't say it could do that in one trip, and he didn't say it would be easy, but he said it would be possible.
He also didn't tell you how to use a webway drive.
Yeah, but I feel like the High Priestess would tell us.
Come on.
I mean, she can
Ah,
use the
mission.
webway without a drive, so I feel like she's a good person to ask.
Imagine.
Well, she can use the sort of webway.
Hey, that's more than I can do without a drive.
She does the same thing Defiance was doing.
Interesting. I did not put those 2 and 2 together.
Well, that's a good one then.
Okay, so Lysindril will smorm her way over to Defiance.
How does one smorm their way around?
That's what I call the Kleinstar teleport. I just forgot. I forgore.
Okay.
Hee-hoo, hello. Greetings. You got a minute?
I guess. As you walk in, you see she was kind of like messing with some weird runes in between her paws.
Oh. Pick up a new trick?
Something Theron tried to show me.
Well, I don't know much about him, but I know he's good at what he does, so...
Your language doesn't even make sense.
If you're to the point of it not making sense to you, you've made it farther than most, actually.
Very true. Most of us don't remember
If
it.
you understand but don't know what it means, that's better than people who are incapable of understanding on a fundamental level.
Yeah, because it's just physically impossible because we can't seem to remember what was said.
Thank you, the Veil.
But okay. There's something that I was wondering if I could talk to you about.
Strange creature.
That it just occurred to me you might be able to do.
Oh.
While you were gone, there's been sort of a not-so-great situation going on.
What do you mean?
You remember our good old friends, the Ori?
Yeah.
It would seem that... Well, let me back up slightly. The Asgard noticed that a lot of bad stuff was happening down here, and it looked like, for a minute, they might get off their rear ends and help us.
Sounds unlikely.
I know, given your history with them, it wouldn't be the greatest... it's not the most believable thing, but they were seeming like they were starting to take notice of things. The Ori, however, were not, and so as soon as that started happening, the Ori have now done something, we're not quite sure what, to Erldur. And now the Asgard can't leave. Which
Karma.
means they can't do anything. And yeah, there's some poetic irony in there, but even if they didn't help our cycle, they can still help this one.
Hey, wait, Defiance does still have her Infinity Catalyst.
Yes, that's why I'm here.
That clicked in your head before it clicked in mine.
That's why it had exclamation points. I thought of it and I was like,
Found an Infinity Catalyst that is properly bound to someone.
she might have some interesting stuff going on with being able to use it, but it is bound and operational from what we can tell. So anyway, Lysindril will continue.
Sorry.
They do, however... No, it's okay. Perfectly fine. They do, however, have an idea. The Anasazi are stuck up there as well, and so regardless of how highly you rate our ability to find a way out of a star fortress, the Anasazi have some good brains among them, at least. And one of them had an idea. If there was some kind of link that could be created between one of the Infinity Catalysts they have up there and one in this plane of reality, they might be able to get some stuff done with that.
Oh.
I didn't really understand the full explanation, but somehow they were going to use it to create a portal through which they could send things and receive things for a short time, which would be better than nothing.
Then why didn't you do this?
Well, my Infinity Catalyst is not my Infinity Catalyst, it's just the one I have. I'm sort of getting the hang of using it for some things, but that's different from being fully bound to it. And as much as I would like to help, it just wouldn't work. On the other hand, though, there is a neat aligning of the stars here. In that, I'm sure you remember the Asgard sort of, maybe, kinda doing the little is for me finger emotion, wanted to arrest you before.
I am aware.
But I don't want them to arrest you, and so I'm looking for ways to change their minds about that. If you were to, say, help them out with their little predicament, not only would that mean that they would be less likely to dislike you, but also it would be sort of a big ol' I told you so in a way, in that they didn't help before, and now they need your help in order to actually do anything. And so you'd get to tease them a bit for that as you sort of give them a way out of their situation. And like I said, even if they didn't help the Dracoja in the 6th, the Dracoja are back, kind of. We're working on Project Phoenix. It's a work in progress. But that means the Dracoja are here again, and the Asgard could help again, and it could be different this time. According to Pythia, it has to be. And
Give
if
me
you
an-
made that happen, then it would, I don't know, just seem right.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Can someone tell me what the road is?
What Doronies?
The roll is
Oh, it is a 14.
+4?
Nope.
Mm.
It's fine.
Defiance kind of looks over at you for a second, and her red eye kind of shines brighter for a bit, and she says, "So you want me to risk my life to save the people that left Iskandar and all the Dracoja for dead,
Mm.
and want to kill me as well?"
Well, this is backfiring a little bit, isn't it, Adam?
It's fine. The ones in the Asgard Senate who wanted to kill you were the ones that didn't understand the situation as well. You do have people on your side up there, at least on the side of not killing you. Vance Raider, for instance, regardless of any past interactions, was not too pleased with their decision on that matter. And as far as I know, it wouldn't be risking your life.
I'd be opening a portal into the Star Fortress containing fleets full of ships that want to kill me.
Fleets full of ships who are dependent upon you to get their jobs done. And she kind of looks aside. As a personal note, a lot of those ships are my friends. While you were having a rough time in the Necrid Expanse, I was up there doing what I could. And I got to know a lot of the different ships and the people in the Star Fortress, and a lot of them are actually really nice people. And it would suck if the Ori just wiped them out.
Give me an Arcana check with advantage.
I had some things prepared. 19. It doesn't beat a DC 20, but you know what?
Better than a nat one.
Kind of looks at you for a while and shuffles her wings about. Her red eye kind of goes a little dimmer for a bit, and then
I know you have some history with them. If it's not meant to be, then I'll keep looking for solutions. But I think it would certainly improve their opinion of you, at least.
Man, if only Halberd was in the room too.
he kind of growls a little bit and is like, "Perhaps."
I like when my friends don't fight, okay?
There'd have to be some conditions if I were there.
Raises an eyebrow. Besides the obvious not killing you, what did you have in mind?
Shields down, weapon depowered. Kind of
I mean,
thinking for a bit.
I can't guarantee it'll be the most popular thing, but as their back gets pressed further up against the wall, I can give it a shot for sure.
And have the rest of your new friends there, and they will have them swear to shoot at the Asgard if they try to do anything weird.
By new friends, does she mean Secon Delta or the Dracojo?
Second Delta.
Okay. That one might be a bit more difficult to sell, but I'll see what I can do.
Well, it's easy to sell to one character.
Yeah, I'm sure
Then
you have
again-
no problem with it.
Then again, if Defiance is there, my character kind of sort of resides on her
I
ship,
mean,
so it's kind of hard for
I
him
think
not
the
to be
middle
there.
ground option there is we promise to protect Defiance from the Asgard in that situation. Because that can mean lots of non-lethal things, like putting her in a star fortress or casting Scoliars, but it does not necessarily mean claiming Asgard lives.
Dude, I looked up deadly diseases because I'm looking for alternative
Plague.
ship names for some stuff, and
Aliciclovir.
autism is on the list of deadly diseases.
Please no ship called
Huh?
autism.
Wait, what?
There's no
there is
autism to ship.
Put it in PL10, it'll be fine.
Bruh.
Put it in PL10.
I don't know if that would translate.
This isn't regular autism. This is advanced autism.
Put it in Klingon.
There's no
Klingon.
advanced autism. There's almost
Oh,
certainly
God.
not a word for autism in Klingon.
Oh, damn. What the fuck?
Okay.
I'd be very surprised if there's a
Autism?
word for autism in Klingon.
Fucking autism.
Listen
Wait,
to
how
a
is
little-
autism lethal?
I don't know.
You die by stupidity.
I guess. However that works with autism.
Lysandra will kind of look at her gratefully and be like, thanks for even considering it. I'll see what I can do and let you know.
Mm. Did that come through? She kind of just like gives a little grunt at that.
Oh, yeah. I didn't have anything off the top of my head prepared as maybe they'll give you blank. Especially given that her interest right now is in B branch tech. So I'll see what I can do.
I promise
might
to
be
try to
trying
help them lift the KOS order would probably be good.
Yeah, the don't kill on
But
sight is nice.
I can't promise that yet. I can, however, deliver an ultimatum to the Senate of,
Yeah.
hey, look, you have
You can
one
leave or you
option.
can die.
You have
There you
one
go.
option here, and the condition is you lift the KOS order. If you don't, I can't help you. Okay, let's see.
They'd be like, kill Defiance and tickets for yourself. I don't think the party can 1v Defiance.
I am not sure we can either.
You want to see what the primal energy spell pages
well,
do?
Well, you'll
already
have to fight a
found one
chaos
of them.
caster
As long as
too.
my allies are not being targeted by them.
Hey, you'll also end up having to fight my chaos caster too, which, yeah, she's actually kind of nasty because Defiance did technically save her life.
I don't know if she's fight the entire Asgard fleet nasty though.
No, I'm talking about like with the party thing.
Nah, the Asgard Senate
take
tell
it.
us to kill Defiance.
Yeah,
Then take her Infinity Catalyst and then use it to do the thing they want to do.
Yeah, and I don't know about that one, man. That does not seem like a good idea. That is a very easy way to split the party.
This is round 1 of negotiations. I plan to talk to the party as a unit and also talk to the Asgard at a later date. Okay, so that's Defiance thing. That went better than it could have.
When Adam's done with his stuff, I'd like to also
I mean,
pop a couple questions
DC's
to
set
Defiance.
to Lysandral plus rep and set to it's an Arcana check, not an insane Captain's Command, are not that bad. So.
Yeah.
Imagine specking into a stat to make you good at convincing people, and the GM says, "I'm going to make it harder to convince people." Feels bad.
Imagine balancing it out
Well,
so you don't auto succeed everything.
If it's either that or we just make it so it's like, because Captain's Commands are generally double or triple what a Kleinstar dev stage can be. So to have Kleinstars not be irrelevant at talking to people, you have to have different like matches
DCs,
for like.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. Let me make a little note here. Okay, that's that.
I'm just glad I started getting rep with Defiance before the Captain's Command bullshit. So I have pretty high rep, which lowers the DC significantly. Well, actually almost absurdly high rep compared to the rest of the part, or a good chunk of the party.
Okay, we're not doing that tonight.
Is that why the Defiance thing had 3 exclamation marks?
Yes, because I remembered she had an exclamation part, an infinity catalyst. I was like, wait a minute, she can do the thing. Ooh, child abduction.
The usual.
Last
Nice.
scene wearing AF1s. Let's go.
AF1s?
Air Force
Ones.
Oh.
Next up, I guess.
Next up is Adama.
Oh, good.
Let me review galactic updates real quick before I commence.
It's basically bad stuff for Adama. That's the gist.
I put a little cry emoji on it.
And someone is probably getting court-martialed. Or seems to look that way. I think Astara might be. Unless she is replacing someone else.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain she got demoted at least.
Oh, or at least demoted, yeah.
Yeah, I plan to talk to her as well in a sec.
There were some things that happened on strategic combat that Korax was not happy about.
Yeah, like Plan B not happening.
I have suspicions.
That is possibly part of the reason, not the whole thing, though. The traitor was Astara all along.
You would have some interesting times if it was Astara.
Oh, we'd all be fucked.
Yeah, Black Fleet would not have gone as well.
Oh, no.
Not that it went 100% well, but
it went better
could
than
have gone a lot worse.
Oh, yeah, it could have been a shit show. We could have all been slaughtered.
From Naveed's intel, he was prepping for the Black Fleet to be one big fleet, not 4.
Good.
Yeah, I think they can thank Battlestar and Setcon Delta for that.
I assume by Draken representatives begin a ruined push for the reinstatement of a Draken Grand Admiral, you mean...
How am I specifically in the list of people to thank for that?
Iskandar shit. You gave a shit ton of ships through Iskandar stuff.
I guess.
That's more the Dracoja, but...
Well, that was before the Dracoja were there. So I count it as Battlestar because there was a shit ton of Dracoja ships.
I was the one who got us to do Project Alpha. Or Project Phoenix Alpha group. So, them having those ships, like, maybe, but... Korax sent a lot of, like... people to Iskandar to, like, do the things you're talking about.
I am ready for Adama.
Okay.
I will get in the comms queue that I'm sure he has.
Yep.
Get in line. Wait 3 hours.
We just spent like 2 days at a shipyard. This can be sometime during that because I know he has much.
It'll take a while to get through to him.
That's fine.
After a bit, you get like picked up by a comms officer and rerouted. You find a very tired-looking Adama in his ready room.
I will salute.
You look like you've
Henderson.
had a long day.
Good afternoon, sir. I noticed things were not going too well for you lately, and wanted to offer our services here at SecCon Delta. I
Quite.
understand it's a delicate situation, certainly, and there's a lot of nuance to be involved, but personally, I have very high confidence in your abilities as strategic commander, and I recognize the incredibly difficult situation you've been dealt with your fronts of the war. And it,
Unfortunately, your view is not shared by the politicians. It would seem the
so it would
Imperials are
seem.
taking this victory to sort out their own political agendas.
Indeed. Um, so along those lines, it seems a shame to me to allow a highly competent leader to be backseated due to unrelated politics.
I was
Given that
expecting this
that's
war
the
to be on
case,
one front with the Dominion, not have to have to battle the politicians to maintain the war effort as well.
yes. Um,
I'm not sure what
given
exactly you'd be able to assist with here, unless you have sway with anyone in the Senate or the Draken Imperials.
not much, I can make a case though. I was wondering if perhaps there was some, I suppose, how to phrase this the right way. Shadow Strike has been a boon to the Imperials platform lately. I was wondering if there were any sort of operations that you had ideas for, but not the ships to execute that would look good similarly for yourself. Obviously, the main purpose would be to serve the Federation and not to further one person's career. However, if we're in the business of serving the Federation, it might as well um, grant credit where credit is due.
There were several operations that were in the works, but none of them got any proper traction, as our front had to deal with 3 Titans for a large part of the war. We haven't had the ability to hold our ground for long enough to prep anything large scale, especially something like Shadow Strike. We don't have a Arcadia system to hide a fleet, nor the resources to build one of that size. I thought Korax was merely trying to set aside resources for a single fleet group. The fact that him and the Akari and the Imperials were able to scrounge the resources together for 3 mainstead fleets of their own design is questionable to the war effort's longevity.
Well, I understand the tensions regarding resource allocation. It was my opinion, at least, that the payoff would be worth it. We've at least managed to regain some ground. But that's besides the point, I suppose.
Scratch one crying fleet.
We have taken ground for now, yes. Whether or not we'll be able to hold it is another matter, and that is one that seems to have plagued Korax's operations up until this point. He's been able to make offensive pushes, yes, but holding the gathered territory has been another issue. I fear that we do not have the resources to maintain the ships we already have, especially with a matter decompressor under threat. If that falls, we'll be scarcely able to maintain the older fleets, let alone these new generation ships.
I see. Well, I've always got my eyes open for any outside options that may prove fruitful. But
If you wish to be of some assistance, if you have any sway with the Imperials, now may be the time to use it. Additionally, Korax has been annoyingly silent on the matter and doesn't seem to be reachable at the moment. I have
I see.
too many things already to deal with, but if you can speak some sense into him, you seem to have had a fair amount of contact with him over the war, you may be able to reason him into backing the Imperials down on some of their more extreme positions.
I will do what I can, sir.
Very well. If that is all.
That is all. If any ideas come across your desk for solutions and you need a group to go do them, I can't promise that we won't have anything else going on, but it will certainly be an item of priority.
From what I've seen, your group has been able to procure a strange amount of very large ships for Korax's pet projects. Perhaps your efforts would be better focused on doing the same for the Federation's big fleets.
Well,
I
the
want
ones we
to
got were
insert
for
a joke
free.
here, but I feel like it would not be appropriate.
Well, the ones we got were for free, and the remaining ones we can get involved fighting Justin. You can tell him that.
We'll certainly do our best.
Very well. So say we all.
So say we all.
Okay.
Okay. So 1 sec. Let me do a little update here. Put this. Put some that. Talk to the Imperials. 1 sec.
Adam replied with bouquet to the Ostara thing. Interesting.
What?
On the Galactic Updates, you replied with a bouquet to the Ostara thing.
Oh, yeah. Well, because it says she was injured.
You talked to her. She wasn't injured.
I'm about to talk to her. I don't know. The operation went on for like 2 days after we were there last.
The events they're talking about were pre the conference call, and you saw her in the conference call.
I'm gonna call her anyway.
Okay.
I think she's up next. Yeah, she is. Let me make sure there's nothing else I want to write down about the Imperials. Okay. Let's see. You know what? Here's a thing I'll do.
You know, I'm
There we
okay
go.
with you bastards fighting each other. Go ahead.
Alright. What treasonous words have you spoken this day, demon? Oh, good. It's properly cold now.
Hmm.
Uno segundo.
Katra thing about the thing. Good.
You know it, baby.
Oh yeah, if you want to try to look in on BSG 75, you can try to do that, I guess.
That is part of my onion strategy.
The onion strategy.
Yes, it has layers.
I see.
Yes. And it might make you cry if I nat 20 in real life. But that's probably not going to happen because I don't have anything that emotional prepared. Goodness, Coin, stop crying, dude. Come on.
Goodness.
Okay.
I don't think Nick has spotted that Black Fleet Tech has been released.
Yeah, Black Fleet Tech got released.
Be thankful.
The system for claiming ships changed. It's gonna be a lot harder to get.
He saw that, but he also didn't see that somehow. Don't know what his phone was doing there. That was some.
Yeah, I remember that earlier. Okay, Astara thing. I think we have Q-coms to her. If not, the we have QComs to somebody, something, sometime, somewhere.
What are you contacting?
Your
Good
mom?
question.
Because I think you have QComs to Night Viper, which may or may not still be Astara.
I suppose I'll try QComs to Night Viper first. Greetings, greetings. Is the lady in the place?
You'll get info back from Night Viper that Astara appears to have been recalled to Arcadia.
QComs
Bum,
to Arcadia.
bum.
Greetings, greetings. Is the lady in the place?
Do you have QComs to Arcadia?
Probably.
Someone does. Someone does. He'll just go to that ship, I guess.
Let me check.
I kind of think
I
you guys
think
have
we're
just been
supposed to.
QComming Night Viper continuously.
Pretty sure we have.
Maybe.
Actually, we
I'm checking
we
right
might
now.
have.
QComs extended. We have QComs to Wallace? Interesting.
I think we have it.
Yeah, Nixus was
I-
doing science stuff or something.
Yeah, I think Nixus has one and I have one. I don't know why we have
I don't know if you
two.
need
I may
redundant
have
on that,
gotten rid of
but
mine. No, I still have mine.
yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
no, no, no.
Wallace is probably
Nix's,
going to be continuing to be a big thing. So
Nix's thing is to point Reyes.
No, he specifically wanted a thing to Wallace because of the R&D
Yeah.
team or something.
I don't see a QCOM
Do I
line
have
listed here
roaches yet? No, I need to
to
get roach
Arcadia.
Warren.
However,
Oh, I will
I
change
do
this
have
then.
the endurance array, so I'll just QComs that and be like, hey, greetings, greetings. Where's the lady?
okay. After a while of being like redirected a bunch and having to input your security code,
Like 3 dozen
That's
times.
fine. This is so. This is what the peasants do when they need to contact an admiral.
you get a comms line to the Arcadia station.
Cool. Star, are you home?
You'll get redirected some more, and it'll output to what appears to be an kind of office area.
Get
Mumbling
redirected.
miscellaneously into the ship's comm systems. This is why we need a Klein Star running the endurance array.
After a bit, you'll get in contact with the star.
Okay.
I'm sorry, you there? Gets redirected some more.
greetings.
Coin, you have to. He has to get
Hello?
redirected some more.
Hi, Astara. It's
She's been
Henderson.
mothballed.
Pretty much. I heard there were some new developments going on. Just wanted to check in and see if you were like doing okay. I heard mixed reports that you might be injured or something, but
That
you seemed fine last time I heard.
was a smokescreen.
I see.
I'm fine. It appears I stepped on a few too many toes during the operation, though.
I see.
Gotta love stepping on
Well,
toes.
it's good to hear that you're physically
Get
fine, at
decode.
least.
Hmm.
I assume this is about the little discussion with Korax Senior.
It didn't go well afterwards.
I see. If it makes you feel any better, though, I still think you made the right call. The RSE attacked only days, hours, maybe later. If we had instigated, it would have looked bad.
I'm not sure you quite understand the scope of what Plan B entailed, but I'm not at liberty to discuss such matters.
Understandably so, I suppose.
Is there
But
anything in particular you called for?
On the
I-
contrary, I think we do understand the scope.
I don't know.
Nuking Dominion planet?
What
Yep,
I do
that's
know is
probably it.
that if it would have been a good idea in any circumstance, it wouldn't have been Plan B. It would have been Plan A.
It was certainly ambitious.
Well, we still have it up our sleeve, I suppose. though I won't attempt to get you to discuss any details about it. Moving swiftly along. There wasn't anything else really that I wanted to call and talk about. I just wanted to check
One sec.
in.
I'm being called by plebs. I might be gone
Good.
for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
Gotta love the plebs.
Plebs! Plebs! Quality of life feature added to the ASP complete shop. I now have a little bit in the document outline that take you halfway down the module list.
Leviosa. Stop it, Ron.
Braun, bop it.
Ronald Beasley.
Bon, bop it.
Bop it, bop. Bop.
Bop it.
Ba.
Where is our ranks? There they are.
Loyalty and rep at the top.
Yeah.
Ba.
Oh,
And other sounds I've never wanted to hear ever.
Warlock gets it.
I know what it
It's the
is.
dog
It's a
of
fucking
wisdom.
dog. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway. Okay, so I am actually that way.
But I've still never wanted to hear that.
Incorrect. You always want to hear it.
Interesting.
Yes, Adam, you do have time for Amogus.
What?
Of fungus.
Well, you know, because I've
yeah.
wanted to hear the Dog of Wisdom, and you have time
I
for
see,
Amogus.
I see. I do have time for Amogus tonight.
Oh.
I kind of don't want to be awake long enough for SecCon, but I guess I probably will, depending on how long the rest of these talks take.
What the fuck?
Okay, so let's
My
see.
teammate's fucking trolling me in Clash Royale.
Clash Royale.
Oh, I see. I see. Yes, I do indeed.
What the fuck? Okay, it has a seizure doing it. Interesting.
Okay, so ship thing. Part 2 is basically I changed nothing. No, I don't want to give a star the moaning face. Let's see.
wait, what?
There we go. We'll give her cry, I suppose. Not
Did you
weird.
say moaning face? What?
Yeah.
He did. He did indeed.
I put the weary reaction on there, and then I was like, nah. right, loyalty and rep. Come here.
Fine, I guess you are my little loyalty and my rep.
I love shooting enemies with certain enemies, and then they die and spawn more people for my army. That's always fun. Fucking corpse restrained roaches, man.
Uh, Eh? How does that? That doesn't math. You what? Okay, okay. So here's
Keeper hosts or swarm hosts are nice, man.
Which ones?
The Zerg ones,
I'll be right
Like
back.
Dehakas
non-primal,
or
non-primal, regular. They're nice, man. Having those is nice. I'm in the mission where Kerrigan is undergoing evolution.
Oh, I see.
And whenever there's nothing going on, I'm just watching the brawl going on in the middle of the map.
That mission is stupidly hard on Brew.
Swarm hosts were so broken in HOTS.
I never found a use for him until I could get them to fully burrow.
It me.
Going still AFK, I think.
Quality. I got a text from the chair of the computer science department that definitely looks like a scam. But interesting, it's legit.
Epic meal time. Oh god, these locusts are just overpowered as shit.
Yay, this is actually pretty neat.
Now, do we?
I don't know how exclusive this is, but apparently I have been picked for an event deliberately for STEM employers in town to come and be told that they should hire me. So that's pretty neat.
And more sounds I've also never wanted to hear.
You get to hear them anyways because we love you.
Yeah, Paps, can you do that one you did at the beginning? The one where it kind of goes again? Yeah. Just like that. Uh-huh.
Yeah, you like those
See, now I
slurpy
can make it
slurps?
weird.
Hmm. Big, many, much, all of the, Yeah, that is indeed a big, if I do, you know what I'm. Hey, yeah, wait, that would cycle all the way.
Oh, by the way, Coin said week 1 we'd get 20 fucking rounds. Wait, did I put that in encrypted or? I feel like I said that. Oh yeah, I did put it in encrypted.
I see. Or no, because no, that would be. Wait a second. That. It would go to that. Yeah, what would this be? Because this is. That would be halving it, so that's half of that, so that's having it to 5. I see. I see, indeed. Okay. I've conceptualized a way to deal more damage per turn. But
Oh no.
takes 5
Somebody
turns
just...
to get to that point.
Huh. Apparently it's a night for plebs. Somebody just joined my dorm's group chat and goes, "Hey guys, my name is Cooper. I come to the chat to make a friend." So I put, "Welcoming to great US&A." And he goes, "But someone say I leave a clothes in the wash." And then they just got booted by one of the dorm, like, RAs. And somebody goes, "Was that the dog food guy from last year?" And somebody else goes, "Yes, that's the dog food guy. Stop interacting with him." What dog food guy?
What
It
the
would
fuck?
still be less
I don't
damage
know.
per
He just joined and made a
turn.
Borat joke, and I was like, "Hey, I recognize that." And then apparently he's the dog food guy, and we're not supposed to talk to him.
Kerrigan Power 30.
Hmm. It's less damage per turn, but it actually has range. It actually has range. It actually has range. I don't know if you knew that, but it actually has range.
For a moment.
They really do be like that. And is of the breath already. Oh yes. I do say so myself. Oh, and I do. I do indeed say such a heinous thing to say.
Someone has shared with me the dog food guy's previous messages. Apparently, he joined the group and said, "I'm vegan. Will there be vegan food? Is the snow snows in?" Because this was during like a snowstorm. And then he just goes, "Dog food is good too." And then got kicked. "I'm vegan. Will there be vegan food? Is the snow snows in? Dog food is good too."
Interesting.
Okay, bud.
Oh no. But that would do that and not that. There's two of them. Did I account for this?
Okay, I'm back. The plebs have been satisfied. Ostara.
I'm good.
Did it involve killing them?
No, it involved explaining to them that they should pay
Damn.
attention in class, and I did. I explained to them how MATLAB works.
Damn. Killing works very
Yeah,
well.
I didn't really have anything else for her, other than like, sorry that happened. That kind of sucks.
She just seems kind of
And-
salty and like, yeah.
and like, if she has anything she wants to say about it, like,
She'll say talk to
She didn't-
Korax about Plan B
I might. We'll see.
if you're interested in why I did what I did.
Very well. Just wanted to give her a chance to kind of say her piece if she
Nah, she
had
would
a
get like
piece to say.
executed
Well,
if she was
yeah, I
talking
mean,
about that.
not like obviously the whole thing, but yeah, I don't know. Sure, I'll put that on the list. Okay. Next up, the Drumboja.
The Drumbonja?
I have a question.
Imagine having questions in this economy.
Imagine
won't.
talking to a trombone.
What?
You're right.
He called him the Trombonja.
The Drumboja, actually.
Oh. Imagine talking to like this
Goodness.
half-breed drum trombone.
She's not talking to trombones. What?
I always talk to trombones.
You are very strange.
Okay. So,
You always talk to yourself, Coin. Well, you have no reason to talk.
Uh,
um,
team.
See how it is.
I
Don't
desire
worry, we love you
information
too.
about the Massacre of Wolf 359.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. I know it's a sore subject.
Talk to Theron about that?
No, not necessarily. I just want to know about it. Do we know anyone who was there that lived?
Orpheus.
Orpheus. I think Macross was there. Orion was there.
Gotcha.
Probably some others.
And as
Just
a
the ones off the top
generic
of my head.
Dracogen ship, Orion is the person I have the highest rep with. So,
Not for me.
I don't know. I'll probably ask Orion. Like, I don't know. I could ask any of those people.
Whose personality do you think would be most likely to tell you stuff?
Well,
I will
Orion
ask
has many
Hercules.
questions for us, and I'm not certain we actually want to be answering them right now.
You want some wise Theron here? What are you doing and at what?
It's fine. I will ask
Theron's here
Hercules.
because we like him.
Out of those people,
Do
who
we?
who do you think would be the most likely to give me information about, like, some history that they don't really want to talk about?
What exactly do you want to know about it, by the way? Like, we know a lot about
I want
it.
to know some specific things because I
Like
didn't
what?
know that Pythia told them to go fight there.
You must have missed that at some point then.
Yeah, I don't know, but basically,
That's like
I
when
wanna
the
get-
Dracoja started hating on her, and also when she made less sense than normal.
Yeah, but I want to learn more about it so that I can see if I can guess at an ulterior motive for Pythia sending them there. Because if I'm going to make the argument in the future that I don't know of a time that Pythia was wrong, then I need to have some explanation for this one.
who are you talking to?
What does Hercules think?
What does Hercules think? Why are you talking to Hercules?
He's a Dracogen Kleinstar.
Yeah.
I thought one of the party Kleinstars was there, by the way, because I'm pretty certain you said that Thorsten was
Thorsten
at
was,
one of
but-
either the Massacre of Wolf 359. No,
Either that or
What?
Medusa.
no. I remember having this discussion, and the
You're
answer
at
might have been
Iskandar.
neither, but
Thorsten was at Iskandar. I don't believe you're at either of the other two.
someone that is currently in the party was.
Somebody was at one of them, but I don't remember which.
No one else is old enough.
All of them are old enough. They're all from the 6th.
Yeah, but the Asgard weren't getting involved, so it's not Lysindril or Adhumla. And like, oh, Leonidas, I think what might have been there.
Yes, because
Oh.
Artemis also was, and Leonidas was in Artemis's fleet.
So Leonidas would have been at Wolf or Medusa.
Wolf 359, not Medusa.
I may perhaps talk to Beobidas then.
Sure. The question is, does he have the information you want? Because he is a underling, not a big fleet ship.
That's true. Yeah, I might actually just ask him which of the people to talk to.
He would probably say Artemis or Orion.
Okay. Orion it is, then.
Good luck getting info from him.
I don't know. I mean,
Flagship of the Dracoja.
Because I do want to talk to him about about the stuff that he's going to ask you.
I don't know. If he had, like, burning questions, he could call us.
He's in combat.
Oh, well, if he's in combat, like, at the moment, then perhaps I won't.
He's not in super bad combat, because Delta Fleet's not actually getting fucked. But he's in a battle area that is active.
Let's see.
You could try Macross, he's not in a fight.
I suppose I will try Macross. We have a little more history with him as well.
He also
Very
is
well.
near Galactica if you want some side info on that, probably.
You know it. Why is my monitor wet?
Because you keep making that
Imagine.
farting sound and you spit on it.
Yeah.
Fucking got him.
My spit is cold. Okay. I will
Good to know. Good to know.
communicate with Macross.
I assume this means his amulet.
I also assume this means amulet.
Then amulet him, you won't.
I will.
Okay, you, I assume, call him, and it lights up gold.
Yeah, shouldn't I go, hello, are you, like, super busy at the moment?
No, we're trying to lie low for a time.
Gotcha. Is this amulet call gonna be a problem then? Like, am I gonna give anything away?
No, we are back on the allied side of the border.
Okay, cool. I had some questions for you that may not be the most pleasant thing to discuss, but
Oh.
I am attempting to make sense of something that currently does not make sense to me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I will do what I can, I suppose.
I appreciate that. I'll just lead with the kicker. Wolf 359. I heard it was really
Ah.
bad, but I don't really know much about it. I heard that's when the Dracoja kind of got their dislike of Pythia for some reason. But I
Well,
don't really know about that either. Is there anything you would be able to sort of fill me in on like the broader situation there?
well, without having to give a full history lesson, Wolf 359 was, shall we say, not one of our finest moments.
That much I've heard.
It was
Hit the
attempting to
fan.
be a rather important first strike, or at least that's what our intelligence was leading us to believe for some time. We had gotten word from Pythia that there would be a number of Ori fleets in a vulnerable position at the
Orthani?
outside. What did I say?
Alright.
Orthani, yeah.
Yeah.
Number of Orthani fleets near the outskirt of the galaxy, recuperating from some sort of long journey. That we would be able to make a important first strike there. However, needed to say that was not quite the case. When we arrived, we were jumped by 6 full Orthani fleets to our 3. We were outmatched and outgunned, and they seemed to know we were coming. Regardless of how the events transpired, a number of the Admiralty took Pythian visions as more of hearsay from that point. More extreme views were that Pythia was trying to kill us there. Just say we lost several thousand ships that day. It was not a good moment. Not one many of us care to remember either.
Yes, I am aware it's not the most popular conversation topic, you could say. You weren't there, right?
No, but I was nearby at the time. I was trying to keep a look at the Vanguard. Artemis was up front, though, and told me of her experience there.
I see. Did she mention anything? This is going to be an interesting question, but did she mention anything like strange happening during the battle? Like, did a section of Dracogen forces split off like they had some kind of side mission or anything like that?
It's difficult to say. The retreat was a bit chaotic. There were a number of very powerful B-branch casters there. There was our first encounter with Otar as well.
I see. And I don't suppose Pythia herself was at that battle, was she?
No, she had not been seen for quite some time. We only got word of her predictions through a mediary that I was not aware of.
Okay. On the grander scale of things, you said this was meant to be like a first strike type thing? Had the Orthani not really made any big offensives yet?
There have been probing pushes into our galaxy, but nothing resembling a full fleet. Certainly no Titans or larger command ships present.
Gotcha.
We had a number of skirmishes, though.
And this was near the edge of the galaxy, not near a wormhole?
There are wormholes in the region at the outskirts of our galaxy. They were not so centralized as they are in yours.
I see.
That's bad for us, by the way.
Yeah, given the location of things. And after that, I assume the Dracoja had to take some time to rebuild while the Orthani pressed on and continued bringing in more forces.
It was definitely not an expected loss. There was some recalibration to be done. The third fleet was hit the hardest and wasn't seen in combat for quite some time as they had to rebuild. In terms of general logistics, though, the worst was the scattering of the fleet. The Orthani began their offensive shortly after, and we had ships mired around the galaxy for quite a while. Had some rather disheartening sensor logs of ships being pinned behind enemy lines and being destroyed one by one.
I see. One sec.
If you're wondering, the Third Fleet is Infinity's. Adam.
Interesting.
It was the first, third, and seventh? Is that Artemis's?
I believe so. I think you have the numerical matching to flagships somewhere.
Somewhere, probably. And so I suppose after that, the battle against the Orthani was more of a fighting retreat on
It was
sort of the grander scale.
there at towards the end. We were able to hold them in outer defenses for a while. The Asgard had told us how the Orthani operate, and we had made a great deal of preparation. But it was more or less inevitable that we began falling back.
I see.
Here, if you guys aren't able to find this easier, there's that.
Huh?
That's the Dracogen fleet mapping.
What is?
What I put in Space D&D.
Oh, I was looking at the map.
All right. Well, thanks for the information. Sorry it's not about a more pleasant topic. Just trying
Why
to
are you
piece some
asking
things
about
together.
12359? That's old history.
Yeah, but it's the only time I've heard of that Pythia wasn't right. I mean, usually she's weird, but not wrong.
I mean, her predictions are often in, well, riddles at best. So it is difficult to say when the prediction is wrong and when the interpretation of the prediction is wrong. At 12359, it was certainly the prediction, though.
I see. I don't suppose you'd have a text of that anywhere.
I don't believe so.
Very well. All right. Well, just trying to figure out why that may be. All right. On a different note, how could this happen? Getting beamed? No.
With the
A-Wing has
frigates? No
one
way.
slot left if anyone wants it.
Okay. All right. On a different note, how's BSG 75 looking?
Oh. They seem to make it out mostly fine. The Fengram doesn't appear to be responding to anything at the moment, and Corax Jr. appears to be recovering slowly. We're en route to
see.
Arcadia to see if we can get him any better treatment and repairs for the rest of the ships.
Has he been conscious at all?
He was in and out of consciousness initially, but from what the medical teams can say, they have him in a coma to protect his upper brain functions.
Gotcha. May I ask what route you're taking to get to Arcadia? Wondering if we'll be nearby.
Bro, fuck if I know. One sec.
Yeah, I don't know. If they're coming by Sadir, we might be able to Dreamlink Corax Jr. is my thinking.
They're probably jumping over Sadir, but vaguely they're doing this business.
We're on the Theron gas giant map.
Oh. Vaguely they're doing this business.
Gotcha. Okay. I will ask if they have passed Dwumgar yet.
I think at the moment they're like around here.
Oh. Okay. I don't know who has the Dreamlink currently,
I
but
think Tom had it last.
whoever it is, I think that might be a good idea, is try and Dreamlink Corex Jr. See if anything happens. Maybe it won't work at all. I don't know. But he might have something important to tell us that he just can't tell us. Or we might get some insight. You know how insight is. Okay, well.
Oh, actually, no, I lied. They are just on the map. They're over here.
Oh.
Tell us that
They're
Tristan's
headed
a
towards
traitor.
you.
I have the location just tracked on the Shadow Strike dock instead of just on the map. But
I see.
the dock says they're here.
He'll be telling us that Tristan's the traitor if we Dreamlink him.
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's unfortunate. Kind of the wrong section. I don't know. I want to meet up with them, but they're far away.
I mean, you know where they're going.
Yeah, but that's also far away. I mean, the Theron Eldrathane thing is really going to be just like a few minutes, yeah. Because it's
I mean, you
just
don't
going to be
have to be
them
here for that.
talking and like maybe killing each other.
You know.
Yeah,
you know how
it
things
is.
are.
You know how it be. You do.
As one does.
Yeah, I don't know. Alternatively, I've got enough jump range.
Just be
that-
Defiance and have jump 34.
Yeah, I mean, I could be there in 8 hours, provided that I could move through these combat zones, but I think I'd be able to stay on allied sides of that. So I could be there and back.
Speaking of Defiance, we
it's
probably
the start
don't
of
want
day
Defiance to
5
be in
right
City here,
now.
by the way.
Probably not, yeah.
I think that'd be a great idea.
But it's the start of day 5 now, so I could be there before day 6 even, and then even if Eldrathane's early, then that'd still be fine. So yeah, I might do that. I'll put that in to-do list because that's not a right now thing.
You're also probably faster than them.
Yeah, I figure I'm faster than a group trying to move. Some of the individual ships in Delta, maybe not. But,
That's beta groups.
or yeah, beta. Yeah, okay, I'll stick that on the do it later list. I like how the number of things in my to-do list has not really gone down.
What do you mean? You never delete the ones you do.
Yeah, I mean, like, the things I've been marking as complete, but they all keep spawning more things. Okay, so let's see. That is all there out of the original list. So, ship question part 3. Oh yeah, but I'm not near Destiny right now.
Yeah, I know. Just looking at the old ones,
Am
see if
I?
there are any like weird ones.
Actually, I would be passing Delta, but they're in battle.
Trade wine for a house and use it for shelter orphans. Good. See how long goes? Oh, good. 2020.
Good. Oh, I'm actually having Sloan look into that right now, so I'll just swap that to a check. Uh,
What are you having Sloan do?
Armageddon gun parts, right?
Yeah, that's not the house for orphans.
Yeah.
It's a code
I know,
for
but I had another thing that was House for Orphans. Like A Branch
Imagine
Death
your A
Squad
being
is
muted.
still in progress.
Well, if it isn't the person I need to play with in order to get him to play Mogus. Coin, if that slot isn't full, I'll join, but I'm not logging on yet.
I'd like to do Defiance Talk maybe tomorrow or something after I get off work.
Tomorrow is my death day. I will not probably not be around after I do it.
You have a
Well-
specified day to die? Goodness.
Tomorrow is my day where I have class and Shearwater stuff from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Oh, good.
To be honest, a death day sounds really good to me right now. I am
well,
super down to die.
Go challenge
Dia de los
Avalon to a duel.
Muertos is.
I think I'd rather challenge Transcendence to a duel.
Well, what day would you be available since
Not
since
just in ship.
SetCon coming
Oh yeah,
up
you want to
soon?
fight? You want to fight Jesnyn's flagship?
I want Jason to be dead.
Just do it. Taps 5 head.
So Halberd isn't the only one.
Nah, I also want
There
Justin
are
dead.
literally 4 different places that we needed to be at the same time this week.
You know what?
Because
You know
we
what?
didn't know when the matter decompressor thing would happen. We didn't know when the RSE things would happen. Those are the 2 places. The 3rd place is Alpha Fleet. And the 4th place was Delta Fleet.
I'm gonna farm some Green Boy points by saying I don't want Jesden dead. He has a brain bug in him or whatever, right? So we
I
just
want
take that
Jesden
out of him
dead.
and then he's
I don't-
fine.
I want Judson dead. I haven't said shit about what Marshall wants.
Then he's like, you
well-
know what? Let's not have the Dominion be controlled by aliens. Let's go back to being good boys. And then
I
he's not brain
think
bugged, and then it's fine.
It is blatantly obvious what Halberd wants.
Hey,
As
The Dominion
someone who
Grand
fucked his
Admiral
life-
literally has Orthani people on his ship. I think if
Real
Jesden
quick.
was like, I hate brain bugs now, Blade of Marmora spawns next to him and says, you die now.
Oh. Let's see, how much health does Transcendence have?
Like, DIN Transcendence is probably a good ship. I'm pretty sure it's a Class 3 Titan. But,
Class 2.
but,
The Dracoja were of the mindset of many small titans, not small.
Blade of Marmora is legit. Yeah, and then they made a Goliath. Blade of Marmora is legit Orthani Class 4 Titan.
That's what they want you to think.
That's what the Asgard Lokis literally thought. They were like, wow, that is a Orthani built hull.
I have a questions.
No, this Flyers are Orthani main and subfocus and had some Orthani crew and tech and weapons.
Jan of the sure variety.
For the main caliber charge prep chamber, you said the max energy transfer rate is multiplied by 1.75 for high cal. What if you have more than one gun and they're not all high cal?
Then
Then you make me cry, and you have to determine which chamber is doing high or low cal.
Gotcha.
So
you can
Coin.
have more than
and
one of
cal.
those chambers to prep, like, say, if you had 2 4-shots.
oh
at a
yeah,
time.
you can have
You can have
a
as
shit
many
ton
of
of
those
those.
chambers as you want.
Okay.
The longbows,
Does
like the base longbows, have 4.
For like
It's the
2
number of
guns.
chambers.
so if you have 2 longbow cannons, do you have to have 2 module slots worth of longbow matrix?
No, the matrix is just ones.
Okay.
Think of
Is
it like the
cheaper?
Battlestar like control thing or whatever. No, it's not cheaper.
Yeah, to buy it without the matrix? Okay, tragic. For the charges in the main caliber charge prep chamber, given the restriction on where you can buy warp surge ones, do we purchase the charge abilities individually?
It's like they're ammo like heavy railguns.
Okay, so we get the module once, and then we can only get like the right slugs for warp surge at Waleas.
Yeah. The rest of them, the Fed can make elsewhere.
Okay.
Okay, now
Or
you
more
say
accurately,
for the charge up
Arcadia
ones?
can make at the alarming rate.
For the charge up ones, is minimum charge 1 or 0?
Min charge is 1.
Okay.
so how much ammo would one of these have? Like,
Does it
is
not
it to the
list it?
point we would have to conserve ammo and take our shots very carefully, or can we just shoot things?
It's like heavy road. Like it's like go with, if it's not listed, let's go with like 100 rounds per charge chamber
Okay.
or per charge
Gotcha.
the
Per
module.
cannon?
That's worse
Thing.
than heavy railgun. Feels bad, man.
It is, but still, that's enough to get by through an entire battle without running out of ammo.
Depends on how many guns you have.
How are you gonna shoot 100 times? Like, yeah, maybe if you
If
had
you
like
have one
4
charge
guns
chamber and 2 barrels,
That's 50 turns.
yeah, if you had four
Yeah, like,
fucking guns
that's
or
2
something.
combat encounters. Just saying.
We don't have 25 rounds in a fight.
Yeah, we do.
No, we
yeah,
have like
we do.
10. It's a
No.
surprisingly low number of rounds.
The BOM
the
one
captains.
was like was definitely above 10, but definitely not by much. The Center Force one was around 25. The Defector was probably like 16. Maybe even more.
So what you can telling me is that you can do 3 major quest lines before restocking.
Yeah, but only one of those was a really big combat encounter. The other one was the NPCs carry us until we do something stupid to Blade of Marmora, and then the other one was the NPCs fly around in circles until we do something stupid with Grey Ghost.
Also, for the longbow control matrix, there's the range increase and the turbocharge. Are both of those active at once, or do you choose one to be active at a time?
Turbocharge is a passive thing. That's if you're firing, you get turbocharged. The other
Okay,
one you can
gotcha.
turn on or not.
Okay, that's all the longbow questions I had. I have others if you feel like it.
Hey, Coin, when would you be available again after today, aside from Saturday?
Wednesday.
Okay.
I'm really sad because right now I have 2 B branch ships.
Oh, also, fuck, I should probably discuss this while people are around. I have my classes almost picked out. Do you guys want to continue having Monday be a weekday session thing, or change it to another day?
Let me check, because I am also getting my classes picked out for next semester.
I kind of preferred having a little bit more spacing when we have 2 sessions per week.
I can do it literally any day. I have all morning classes next quarter.
Because, like, Saturday, Tuesday, or Saturday, Wednesday, I think feels the best.
You want to do Wednesday?
I can't do Wednesday.
Like Tuesday or Wednesday.
Why can't you do Wednesday?
And I can't do Tuesday either. But I can
What?
do Monday, Thursday, or Friday.
Let's see, what's Mech 257? That. 9-4. Topics and mech design?
I don't know.
This.
Anyway, I'm kind of sad because I need to. Sorry, my Jupiter
Need to be
needs to be anti-strike crafts, but
I kinda
also
prefer Monday out of those.
I want longbow.
You want Monday?
That's what I would prefer, but if someone can't do Monday in the spring, then
Here, I'll put a thing.
okay.
Like, I want longbow, but I also need to be anti-strike craft duty.
Why are you all
I-
in here?
Because we can be.
Section starts.
Also, 3
Yeah,
minutes
I need to
use
know
pickup
who I'm
spill.
getting for B-Wing or whatever.
I suppose you can pick me up.
Paps. It's Paps and Deku, and the bad's offline. Battlestar, get on. It's like 2 minutes till.
I'm getting on right now.